Hey guys, welcome back again. It's going to be today. Alright, if you checked out my last video, I did mention it might be today or another day, but we are now at double the distance. So we're out at about 20 meters, and we're going to see how accurate the Diana stays. Now keep in mind, this is the non-PAL or under 500 feet per second air rifle from Diana, and it's 177 cal, and we are using Hades 10.34 grain pellets. So I've had to resight in the gun, obviously, because now I've doubled the distance. It does change your sighting in of your gun, so you will have to resight in when you're doing something of this range away. So let's go down range now, way down there. Now I don't have one of those 10 meter targets anymore. We used the only one we had, but we do have our deer target, and we have a standard target, which is fine. So I'm not going to zoom in all the way. I'll have to show you the target after we're done shooting it, but I also want to shoot at the spoons as well as the deer and the main target, and we're going to see how accurate this thing is out at this distance. Now we do have a little bit of a wind that we have to also keep in mind, and of course, you know, not every pellet is exactly precisely perfect. There's no such thing, so we have to deal with all those factors involved. So let's see what we can do here. Now we're going to start at the paper target, obviously. And I'm not using the mag for this, I'm just using the single load tray. I gotta tell you, I am still enjoying this gun. Even though it gets about 200 shots for 3 bottles, it can get boring, but it is fun nonetheless. So I'll put a couple more shots in that paper target. Alright, on to the deer target. Real hard to see that small center hole. That's only about a 9mm hole in the middle. It's the smallest one that comes with the target. It's pretty small, even zoomed in a bit. Plus the sun is right in my scope too. Ah! If you want a challenge in life, try hitting one of these deer targets with the sun in your face, wind blowing, and you can't even see the yellow anymore on the target. Well, I'm going to try a couple more shots at that deer, and if I don't get it, oh well. Oh, the wind keeps pushing me to the left. Let's see if I can compensate for that a little bit. No. Well, we're doing great at punching paper today, guys, but we're not doing so great at this deer target now at double the range. Alright, I think we're going to zoom in more. Let's try that. Maxed out zoom. Oh. One last shot, guys. One last shot. I gotta get this deer down. Nope, forget it. Alright, let's go to the spoons. Let's see what kind of power this thing has for flipping spoons at this range. I think we can back our zoom off quite a bit. And still got some good hitting power. It really does hold its energy really well, even at 20 meters. That's good. Child's play. Too easy. Well, maybe now that we've done that, I'm down to almost 6 times zoom. And we still can't get that deer down. Darn it! Oh, that's horrible. One more, one more. Nope, forget it. I'm done with that. I can't do that at 20 meters with this gun. Let me go grab that target and we'll see how we did with the actual target itself. Well, the pellets are still getting a pretty good squash to them, even considering doubling our range, you know, because the further back you go, you're going to lose energy. Anyways, so here's our target. That's how we did with the target. Now I think overall that's really respectable. That is definitely a dime. We did get some in the bullseye. Actually, the majority of them are in the bullseye. And you know, because we're right in between the line here. Same idea here. Grouped a few of them in right in the bullseye area, and looks like we got either tearing or on the edge. But you know, I mean, for 20 yards or 20 meters, sorry, that's 66 feet. that's actually pretty respectable. You know, considering we have wind to deal with, I've got a funky angle on my table, I have to compensate to keep my scope squared on the target, because otherwise you get what's called rifle cant, and yeah, it throws you out. So what I did is I loosened off the bipod a little bit so that I can twist the gun to keep everything squared on the target paper. And same thing with shooting at the other targets, I got to keep it square as possible. But yeah, I'm pretty good with that. What really sucks is at 10 meters I have no problem knocking that deer down, but at this range I can't get the pellet to go right in the center. It's probably going to take me another, I don't know how many shots to do it. But zoomed in or not, zoomed in on a scope is not really going to help your accuracy that much more, because we weren't zoomed in very far for the paper target. I had to max out on the deer and I still couldn't do it. You know, and the wind is a factor as well. You know, you got to deal with the wind, and you know, it can push a 177 pellet very easily, especially at these speeds. You know, I mean, we're only talking what, 440s. You know, with running the Hades pellets, I get a little bit more juice out of the gun running Predators because they're an 8 grain versus a 10.34. Even 1 grain in a pellet, guys, makes a huge difference and impact on the speed of your gun. And you know, if you're switching from one pellet to the next that you know is a good pellet for the gun, you're definitely going to be resighting as well. When you go heavier to lighter, lighter to heavier, you're going to have to resight. It's not optional, even at the same range, because the pellets don't work the same way at the speeds, because you're altering speed at the same time, you know, with your projectiles. Anyways, so that concludes this video. I really wish we could have knocked that deer down. That would have been pretty cool at this range, but I guess I got a lot more practicing to do at this range to hit the deer, and you know, which is fine. Future videos, definitely there will be more videos on this gun over time, that's for sure. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a really awesome gun. It's worth definitely buying. I am still planning on getting my hands on the 22 caliber version of this. That's a sub 500 gun. And one of these days I'll actually do takedown videos on this, where I'll show you how to actually take the entire gun apart into little bits and pieces, but don't count on that happening this year. Okay, maybe we'll do that next year. But this will be the one that we do it to. Anyways, so if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and then smash that bell for notifications. We'll have definitely more on air guns, more on this gun as we go. I'm going to still search for a lighter pellet that is going to be really super accurate even at longer ranges, to also, you know, give me a little bit more speed too to deal with. Although energy does get affected with lighter pellets, I still like to find something a little cheaper to run in the gun still. The Hades aren't bad for the money. They do a really great job in the gun, and the gun likes them, so you can't complain. It likes Predators, but it doesn't like anything else in my collection at all. It won't even run the Crossman pellets. You know, none of them. So it's kind of like, we got to find something different. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.